Doon sa interview ni Presidente, mukhang may attempt siya na baguhin yung messaging, baguhin yung narrative. Mag-crisis management after nung disastrous midterm election. Pero hindi kasi sapat yun eh. Kailangan meron ka ring substance, hindi lang form. Yung messaging kasi at narrative form yan.
Form yun.
Yung substance, dyan kailangan yung tunay na reform package. Yung mga pinopromisa niya sa mga SONA, kailangan na niyang i-implement nung overdue na eh. Pero kasama din dyan sa substance ay yung cabinet revamp.
Tama.
Dahil yung marami sa kanyang cabinet, hindi naman siya dinidepensahan. Dapat yung role ng kabinete ay depensahan yung presidente. Mukhang sort of light siya eh. Ikalawa ay dapat hindi maging pabigat.
President Marcos expressing hope the new laws establishing the Department of Economy, Planning and Development and PHIVOLC's modernization will help improve the lives of more Filipinos. Joe Banahan reports.
Approval of Official Development Assistance or ODA loans will be stricter from now on. That is according to President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., who also criticized non-performing government projects.
Nasabi ko na rin noon na dapat lahat ng ODA loan, lalo na ang mga lubos na na-delay, ay masusing pinag-aaralan. Mas magiging stricto na rin ang approval ng ODA loan simula na ngayon.
He also urged his cabinet and leaders of government agencies to make sure these projects would follow the budget during his speech about the creation of the newly created Department of Economy, Planning and Development or DepDev.
Hamon ko sa gabinete at mga pinuno ng ahensya, siguruhing matatapos ang mga proyekto ng ayon sa schedule at sa budget. Hindi na tayo papayag na may masyadong cost overrun. Mayroong mga time extension. Wala namang makatwirang dahilan. And no to non-performing projects. Kasabay nito, nangangako tayo na magiging mas mahusay at tapat ang pamahalaan sa paggugol ng pondo ng bayan.
Marcos vows that DepDev's projects would be implemented and would not become just blueprints. The ODA and ODA loans are given to developing nations through grant aid and or concession loans with low interest and have a longer term period to help poorer nations. Many infrastructure projects in the Philippines are through ODA loans. Malacanang last year said the country's active ODA portfolio of loans and grants reached $37.29 billion in 2023, composed of 113 loans worth $35.07 billion and 325 grants worth $2.22 billion. The Philippines also secured 57 ODA grants in the same year, totaling $240.53 million. Meanwhile, Marcos Jr. hoped that the two newly enacted laws would help the country in its goal of providing a better and safer Philippines, which in turn would improve Filipinos' lives. These include Republic Act No. 12145, or the law that establishes DepDev, which he signed on April 10 this year, and the PHIVOLC's Modernization Act. Marcos Jr. said under the newly created DepDev, it would be easier to choose what projects should be expanded and which need to be fixed or stopped.
May iwasan na natin ang nasasayang na pondo, panahon at pagkakataon sa paglilingkod. Upang magampanan ng DepDev ng maayos ang kanilang tungkulin, umaasa ako makikipagtulungan sa atin ang iba't ibang ahensya ng pamahalaan.
The President also noted the importance of the PHIVOLC's modernization, or RA No. 12180, which he signed into law last April 24, 2025. He says the law will enable PHIVOLCs to acquire modern equipment and build new and modern facilities.
Papatayo ang PhilVox ng bagong laboratorio, centralized data center, learning hub. Palalawakin palalo natin ang monitoring network at pag-iigtingin din ang pagmamatyag sa mga aktibong bulkan sa buong bansa. Gagamit na ang PhilVox ng machine learning upang mas mapabilis ang pagsusubaybay at pagre-report sa taong bayan.
He also said the two laws would not be created without the unity and help of the legislative and executive branches. Job Manahan, ABS-CBN News.